So we'll start with this card, which is you. And it's, oh, lovely. It's where you are at the moment, just within yourself. So you obviously feel very content, you feel very secure, you feel loved. And you might possibly, if you're in a relationship, you might possibly feel that this is like a fated relationship. This is the one. So it's a beautiful place to be for Pisces, particularly as you're such a romantic sign. You'll love being in that space. So we'll have a look to see what's happened in the past to get you there. And it would look like this is a relatively new relationship. If it's not brand new, it's a relationship that's moved to a new level. You've rebooted it, as it were, with the Magician. The Magician is also a really good communicator. Excuse me. So with Pisces being romantic, perhaps this relationship has been moved along or reignited through some romantic communication, texts, letters. It is a bit old-fashioned these days, but social media and maybe even just good old face-to-face talking. So you've got everything you need there with the Magician, and you're really making it work, and it's making you feel really good, making you feel that this is the right person for you, and you're looking to go down the road with this person. You're in it for the long haul here, and you're willing to put in the work to make it happen. So that's really lovely. So have a look to see where your relationship is at present. And you have the Empress. So the Empress is ruled by Venus. It's all about possibility, fertility, abundance, creativity. Whatever you did here with the Magician, it's coming to fruition here. You see the fruit ripening. The woman also, the Empress, is ripening. So your hard work is paying off. If you're not currently coupled, I think you've done some work on yourself with the Magician, and you're very happy with who you are and where you're at. And perhaps now you're looking to expand outwards and look to have someone join you in your state of feeling really good about yourself. You've worked on your self-worth, I think. With the Lovers card there, you really know your value. And the Empress being ruled by Venus, and it's the card of Venus, which rules Taurus, which is all about worth and value and love. But it's if you're not currently coupled, I think it's about you recognising your self-worth, valuing yourself, and not being prepared to settle for less, but looking now for someone to share that with, which is a good place to be also. So we'll see what's in the future for both the coupled and the singles. We've got the Devil. Now, the Devil is always considered a challenging card, but it can be positive in the fact that you are very grounded in the material world. It's the card of Capricorn, which is an earth sign, very, very grounded. The caveat with the card is that it can lead to unhealthy attachment. It can also indicate passion and lust, not so much the love. You've got the love here, but it can be a very, very strong physical attraction. So if you're single, you may well find that you meet someone who really floats your boat in a physical sense. And there's nothing wrong in indulging with that if you choose to do so. And if you're in a relationship, the thing to consider here with the Devil card is that you're not going to get into that you feel so strongly about this person that you don't bind them and you don't get bound by them. You don't develop an unhealthy attachment. an insular attachment where it actually becomes codependent and can become toxic. There is that aspect to the card, particularly with love readings. Or it could just mean that you're going to enter into a new phase of a physical attraction, and it's going to really spark off. But if you've done the work towards a relationship and you're feeling like this is the one, there could be the situation where you may start to focus too heavily on the person and the relationship. There needs to be other things going on as well. Otherwise, this attachment can become too binding for both of you. You know, that the world is not just made up of two people. It needs to involve others as well. There's friends, there's family, there's colleagues, there's neighbours, there's people that you see just day to day. You can become blinded with the devil. Can blind you to the truth. Just as we can become blinded if we find someone that we are amazingly attracted to and we can't get them out of our head and we just lust after them, which can be quite torturous in itself, but it is also a little obsessional. So that's what I would say there. If you're single, I think you might meet someone coming up around early to mid-December, maybe even over the holiday time, that really just captivates you. You're very physically attracted to them. But if you are in a relationship that you're looking to grow and expand and make real solid connections with, then that devil card could mean that things get a little out of balance. So just keep an eye on that. Don't go too far to the other side where this person becomes your entire world, because that isn't healthy, and then it leads to codependency. And that is very, very difficult once you're in that trap to come out of it. And it's not, you're in a lovely, lovely space. So don't, sometimes Pisces can be self-deceptive as well. They can put the blinders on, like the devil card puts the blinders on. So just keep your eyes open, keep your heart open, and enjoy it, absolutely. But don't make it the only thing in your life. Other things have to occur as well. Now we have the final card is the Fool, and this talks about underlying influences, unseen circumstances, things, people, situations that are going on around you. Sometimes you're not even aware of them, but they will impact on your love life. And there is the Fool here. Obviously, it's about new starts and so on, but it's also about taking a leap of faith, looking in new directions, being open to new opportunities, and having a playful, not innocent so much, but just a light-hearted view of things. So whether that's your partner trying to lighten things up, or a new job comes on the horizon so that you don't focus everything on the relationship and you've got other things on your mind to balance that out. I don't see it as a new start, as in a third-party type situation at all. But something new and unexpected, a surprise, is going to come along that changes the direction of you, your partner, or your relationship, or all three. Maybe not radically, but enough, hopefully, to dispel the influence of the devil there. And just keep things interesting so that you don't become obsessed. You have something else to think about, focus on, work towards, rather than Pisces being probably the most romantic sign can often put all their eggs in the romance basket and forget that there's a world out there. with other things to do, other ways to fill your time, other people to spend time with. Just because you enjoy spending time with other people doesn't mean that you don't love your partner. It just means that you're a well-balanced individual. So let's try not to get out of balance there. And if you are single, this obviously would suggest, as the devil did, that there's somebody new coming in that's going to really catch your eye. And if that happens, as the cards say that it could, then just go with it. Take the leap of faith. Have fun with it. Don't get too serious. Just laugh a little, love a little, Just lighten it all up. Don't necessarily think that this has to be your one and only forever person. Just take it. Just go with it. Take it as it comes. Have fun with it and see where it leads without any prior expectations, which can be hard, really hard, especially for Pisces, who just wants that full soul connection, plunge deep into the world of love. But, you can just lighten it up. So I've just taken a guidance card here from the Oracle of Visions by Ciro Marchetti. We'll have a look to see what they're saying there. And that's kind of what we were saying earlier about the devil. This card talks about all the pieces of the puzzle of your life. Okay, so here's you down here. I don't know if you can see that very well. You can see there's a picture of the person there, young woman, and it's in jigsaw puzzle form. And all these other balloons are coming in with more pieces to her puzzle, creating her world, her identity. And they're coming from different areas. So that really is what we were saying about the devil. Make sure that you've got other things going on rather than just the relationship. Otherwise, the attachment becomes overwhelming for your partner and sometimes for yourself. And you can't see all these other pieces that belong in your life. Okay. For everybody, I mean, our ideal is that we have a well-balanced, happy, healthy life, whatever we decide, whatever path we choose to go down, whatever we decide we want in it. But too much of one thing becomes a problem for ourselves and for the people around us. So pretty much what we were saying there. Just add some more pieces to your puzzle so that you have a well-balanced, full, fulfilling, happy time. And your relationship will be obviously a very significant part of that, but it is only just a part of it. It is not your entire being or your entire life. So that's pretty good advice, I think, with these cards. Especially if there's something new coming in. Don't close it out. Don't say, no, I haven't got room for that. You've always got room for another piece to the puzzle, assuming it doesn't overwhelm you. But something new, interesting, exciting, whether that's a project, a new friend that you make, a new job, a new creative idea that you want to go with, maybe even just getting together and planting a new garden, or doing some redecorating, or planning a trip. Anything that takes you out of the daily routine and the rut will be a good thing, and it will come along, and it may be something that you hadn't considered before. But go with it. Single or coupled, go with it, ready to take a leap of faith and move in a new direction. Always adds interest to life. And that's what all these pieces are. If we just have, only 3 or 4 pieces in there, the picture won't be complete. Okay? So Oh, it's just going to add, I don't normally, but there's a little kitten in there. So, if you're thinking that you want, if you're single or even as a family, thinking you want a little companion, there's a little kitten there. So that could also be something to add to it. It's not just people, it's places, pets, jobs, interests, hobbies, sports. All of that adds to the big picture of our life. So just try and keep that in balance. Now, to close out the reading, I've taken a card here from the Crystal Angels Oracle cards, and we'll see what crystal is coming up for you. And we have sapphire. So we've got easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. So we could read that not to go too hard out. Now, the devil is a hard out card. He's, but you can barely see that up there. Sorry, I'll just move them down. I didn't realise that. So the devil card is hard out. He parties hard, he works hard. It's the sign of Capricorn. They are incredibly ambitious. They want everything done right. They want it done now. They want it done full on. So Sapphire is just saying to you, hold back on the full on, whether that's in your relationship or your work, trying to keep things in balance. So health, happiness, and abundance, all of it, it's all part of the package. It requires a gentle approach to life and work. So when we say gentle, it's not necessarily don't do anything. It's just saying moderation. It's everything in moderation, and all the pieces of the puzzle will come together, which I think works really well with this. Sapphire is a blue stone, blue to purple. You can see it there, the colouring. I'm sure everyone's familiar with sapphire. So if you wanted to get a piece of that, or if you've got a sapphire ring or something like that, perhaps wear that, and that will help you moderate your work-life balance, your relationship versus other parts of your life. And if you have a sapphire, or you get one, and also being a blue stone can work in two areas. It can work on the throat chakra to enable your communication to be easier and for you to speak your truth, because it could be that maybe the other person is making you feel constricted and you need to stand up for that and say, hey, that's a bit full on for me. Can we just take it easy and calm down and maybe just get a bit more balance back into it. So that'll help you articulate that and express yourself. And it can also work nicely on the third eye chakra, which will get you more in tune with your intuition, and you'll know where your balance is. You'll know what pieces of the puzzle need to go where.